welcome to the stream. Try to ignore my sweet crying daughter in the background. Try to push past it. She should be fine soon. Like now? Question mark? Yo. Hello everybody. Welcome. I'm sorry that my background is super messy. I know that it's never like clean, but I'm sorry that it's really messy. Wow, and I'm so bright. That's better. I know. I forgot that I still had the border up. Hold on, I can get rid of that. There we go. There, it's gone. We're back to being unprofessional. What's that absolute unit of a fox in the background? So one of the things that did manage, we've slept on the futon a couple of times, like taken naps on it, and so have the cats, so the foxes are all over the place. But one of the things that managed to get home from the office is all of my foxes. So bless up. Bless up that we lost things, but we also saved things. The giant fox looks so sad. It's from a company called Awkward Animals that I did a brand deal with a while back. And when I went onto their website, I realized that they had a giant awkward fox. And so I bought it. He's fucking huge. You can't even tell, but he's also got a tail that's as big as his head that's hanging off of him. So there's that. Arnar, thank you so much for gifting a bunch of subs right at the beginning. Let me read these off really fast. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up today. I didn't tweet yet. I'll have to do that. Just a minute. That one, Chevy, thank you so much for the 25 months. Fairy Baby for the 25 as well. Reeby, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Hazard, thank you for the 33. Neurotic Bear for the 3. Instal for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. I hope it's been a great 2 years for you. Ryan Logan, thank you for the 21. Silent Zeno for the 33. Brandy Meow, thank you for the 3. I was in the hospital this weekend. I still have to take college finals at the end of the week. Bless your perfect timing on a stream to de-stress me. Oh my goodness. I know this isn't college, but the worst sickness that I've ever had was right before all of my finals in 8th grade. So to like get into high school. And I was like down and out, horribly sick, vomiting the whole 9 yards for weeks, like weeks and weeks, and finally kicked it. But I missed all of my finals. Like I had to do all of that shit later. So again, I know that that's not the same. College is way more stressful than 8th grade, but it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating, isn't it? I hope that everything works out. Arnar, thank you for gifting subs to Markura, Moxenius, Sam to Coconut, Speedster V9, and Kit Anuva. All of you welcome, and welcome back to the Cat Gang. Arnar, thank you very much for those. Critsaft, thank you so much for the 19. Arnar, thank you for the 42 as well. Ben Skeen, thank you for the 32. Inbound Kitty for the 32. Uncle Ducka for the 25. Svensonitis for the 28. And 1 and 2 for the 27. Why is the camera quality so muchy today? Muchy? I don't know. Did you manage to fix the controller issues? So I've reinstalled the game. And I like verified the file quality or whatever. What I might have hecky up though, I didn't check to see if the game is cloud saved. If it's not, we're hosered and we would have to start from the beginning and we might as well play something different anyway. So we'll see. My friend from Eugene worked on this game. I really enjoy it. It wouldn't connect to any controllers for me, which apparently when we went to look into it, a lot of people actually have this problem. It's like a weird issue that just some people have. So Maybe we'll be able to fix it. Maybe it'll all be saved. We'll see. Will you take your license again once you go to Europe? What do you mean? Will I drive in Europe? Is that what you're asking? Not for a while. I've been the sole driver for years. I'm over it. Sam can drive me around. I thought about buying Gato Robato only because my cat's name is Gato. No, we don't know anything about the car. I thought about making a command for the car because I feel like some people, I feel like a decent number of people. Last night, a lot of people came in being like, car updates? So I thought about making a command that's literally just car is still stolen. Car is still stolen. But an international license is a thing, though. Well, I mean, I would just have to take the driver's test in England, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my car was stolen. It's okay. I'm at peace with it. I don't think I'll ever see this car again or any of the contents in it. It's okay. It sucks. Like, somebody like violated our privacy pretty hardcore. I was in shock for a couple of days, but it's okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. My family's safe. And, you know, it's stuff. We're okay. Okay, hold on. I am actually going to make a command for this. Just to make it easy. I'm not going to put it in the title or anything. I don't want to like draw attention to it, but just like if somebody asks, you guys can just do like exclamation point car or something and then great. Perfect. Save. Okay. Let's see if it works. Great. Perfect. Okay, so that's done. We need to tweet. Perfect. Let's add a GIF. Perfect. Okay. I think that's everything that I needed to do in order for us to move on with our lives. Can I show you what I made on stream yesterday? So we did study hall yesterday. I have never done perlers before in my life. I had never done it. And so I decided that it was time. So I taught myself how to do them. And I made some really good cursed stuff. So we made Fleshy Homer, aka Night Terror Homer. And we gave him a speech bubble saying his quintessential line. Right? It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. It literally is in a so I got this bucket of perler beads when I was like 17 or 18 years old and had literally taken them from home to home with me. And as a reminder, I'm like desperately trying to either use my craft supplies or give them to people before we leave. So this is what I've had for years and never gotten rid of because I kept thinking one day I'm going to want to make a perler thing, right? It's literally like a funfetti box of perler beads. So if you want to see me tirelessly dig through this to make horrifying Homer, that's the VOD yesterday. Enjoy. Also, we rounded off the night with me reading SCP entries. Well, I read a copy pasta, and then we read 2 SCP entries because they're penance. Let me explain. Last week was Community Book Week. I read a grand total of 1 night the entire fucking week. And I own up to that. I did not do it. I did not do the challenge. So I'm doing it this week because I'm a shithead. I'm doing it this week. I feel very bad. I feel very bad that I didn't do the challenge. So for any of you who did do the challenge, you're awesome. You crushed it. You did way better than me. I'm going to do it this week. And to hold myself accountable, I'm going to tell you guys about what I've been reading. And if I avoid the question, you can know Dodger isn't doing the fucking reading. So any of you who did bad like me, we get a redo. We're going to do a redo week. Well, that's the thing, right? I read like manga, but that doesn't count for me because I read a lot of manga. So it has to, like, there are specific things that I've wanted to read that I keep putting off. Those are the things that count. If you do !challenge in chat, it's literally just, if there's something that you've wanted to read, every day this week, you take however much time you have, however much time you're able to give, and you read a little bit of it. It doesn't have to be a whole chapter. It doesn't have to be a certain number of pages. It's just take the time to read a little bit of it every day. And I did not do that. Does an audiobook count? I think that an audiobook counts, if that counts for you. I listen to a lot of audiobooks as well. I don't think that counts for me. There's like a specific thing that I'm going for with this challenge personally, right? So whatever counts for it for you, that's like between you and book Jesus, right? But for me, the thing that I avoid doing and don't do often enough is just sitting and like reading a book, right? So that's what counts for me. For somebody else, it could be manga, it could be an audiobook, it could be whatever. I just finished watching the Cursed Homer stream. Here you go. Oh, Nectar Horse, that's so cool. Yeah, I want like that's the goal of the community challenges, right? Is that at least one of us winds up creating like a better habit out of it, you know? Like maybe there's somebody, I don't know how likely this is, but maybe there's somebody who made a change during no soda week, right? They were like, well, I already don't drink soda, but I'm going to drink way more water. Or I drink a shit ton of soda. I'm only going to drink like 1 soda a day. Like maybe somebody made a change that week that like like continued, right? That would be awesome if that's true. I would love it if after this week I got more into the groove of like, I'm gonna keep reading these things that I would like to read. I'm glad I'm not the only one that totally flaked on this challenge. This is the week. Yeah. Book Jesus. I'm sorry that I let you down, but we can do it this time. I finished The Odyssey, which was a book I've been trying to finish for ages. Oh man, I had to read that in school. I I have bad feelings about the Odyssey because I had multiple pop quizzes about it. Every day I would come into class, and this was I don't know how many of you will remember this. I had an advanced English class that I was in, and my teacher fucking did not like me. I don't know why. It was me and my friend Kayla. Kayla and I were like, we were goofy, but we weren't like bad kids, right? Like we paid attention, we did the work. We were just like goofballs, and she just fucking hated it. I don't know why. I'll never know why. But Kayla and I on the reg would just be like, she just does not like us. We would write our papers, and she would like give us pretty low scores, but it wasn't because our writing, like the grammar was bad or anything like that. She would just come up with reasons that she hated it. We're like, okay, fuck you. But yeah. So it was that teacher. We would come into class, and she would just like randomly give pop quizzes all the time. And I realized that that's totally like, you have every right to do that. It was just salt in the wound because she already hated me. Yeah, it was really, this is going to sound like kind of arrogant maybe, but it was really bizarre for me to have a teacher that really disliked me. Like I wasn't the sort of kid that was like talking in class all the time. I wasn't passing notes all the time. I wasn't like drawing attention to myself really ever. So, I was just like, I don't know what I did. I don't know why you hate me so much. I wasn't great about turning in homework all the time. Right? But most of my teachers would just be like, I really wish Brooke would turn in more homework. But she's nice. She's a good kid. She doesn't like cause a ruckus. It's fine. I had never had a teacher who was just like, I hate your writing. I hate your attitude. I hate everything about you. It's like, this is the teacher who, when we all like talked about what we wanted to do in the future, and I said, oh, I would really love to pursue acting. She pulled me aside and was like, that's never going to work out for you. You should try to be a teacher instead. I was like, I don't understand. Yeah, she was that teacher. She was just so, I don't know. She really didn't like me. But all of my other teachers that I can think of were great, to be honest. There's like the one teacher. Do you guys remember when the story about me in fourth grade, and I like was drawing all kinds of like fan art and stuff, and my teacher got really weird about it and like called my parents in for like a student teacher conference. Like that whole thing. She was weird, but she was just weird. She didn't dislike me at all. She wanted what was best for me. She just thought I was being a weirdo and just needed my parents to know. Oh my God. Yeah. Like sometimes you just get a teacher who's super intense. I had a director once who threw a coffee mug up against the wall and it shattered, and then he left the room, and we were like, we're students. Like, we're not paid to be here. We literally pay you to be here. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so like I don't remember how I've told that story before, the fan art story, but it was basically like my teacher was really focused on how I so the two big things were that I kept drawing in class and I kept drawing like weird fan art and shit, and my teacher hated it and she thought it was weird. And then she also had a very legitimate problem where I would lie to her about whether or not I had done homework. So my parents came in, they had their student teacher conference, right? And she like put all of this focus on like, your daughter's like writing all of these like weird, it was basically fanfic. Your daughter's writing all of these weird things and she's like doing all of these weird drawings in class. And my parents were like, yeah. And then she was like, she's also lying about her homework. And my parents were like, what? So just like imagine this teacher who's like so concerned, like, I just need you to know your daughter might be a fucking weirdo. Also, she lies about homework sometimes. And my parents are like, I don't know what that was all about, but you're lying to your teacher? Like, what? And I was grounded for an indeterminate amount of time. I was drawing, if I remember correctly, I was literally drawing Sonic OCs. Yeah. That year I tried to get away with a lot of lying. And my parents, when they found out, were absolutely furious that I had been lying, not only to them about like my grades and whether or not I had done my homework, also to the teacher about whether I had done my homework, right? So then I was grounded for an indeterminate amount of time. It was literally, my parents were like, you're grounded until we've decided that you're not grounded anymore. And it was about the lying. So no, to those of you who are like, it doesn't make any sense that this teacher would like be concerned about this. Remember that I went to a backwoods Christian school where they thought Harry Potter was the devil and Pokemon were the devil and all kinds of shit, right? So if you were drawing something that was like anime weird shit, they were like, what is this? Do we need to be concerned about this? It's that. It was steeped in that, right? So she did make a big deal about this. But obviously the thing my parents cared about was the lying, understandably, because the other thing was silly to be concerned about. I signed my own tests. I tried to put my parents, like, I tried to forge my parents' signatures on my progress reports. It did not work out, and I had so much anxiety about it. Anyways. Anywho, I don't remember how we got here. I've had a couple of weird teachers. I've had a teacher who legitimately, like, really didn't like me. And I had a teacher who just thought that maybe I was like getting sucked into the devil, which is Japanimation. Let's be real. Is the parent-teacher conference a big deal in the US and the UK? I chat to parents when they pick up their kids. If it's more serious, I call them in for a meeting. So it would be, for me, in my situation, parent-teacher conferences, once I was in high school, were not really a thing. Like that, it didn't really happen in public school. When I was going to the Christian school, it was like there were set student teacher conference times. And if they were concerned, yeah, they would call your parents in to talk about something. But yeah. I also have not been in school for so long that sometimes when I see memes about what schools are like now, I get confused like an old lady. People will be like, you know, when the smart boards don't work. I'm like, what the fuck is a smart board? Or like, man, when your teacher tells you to take out your Chromebook and the last thing you searched for was porn. And I'm like, kids have Chromebooks in class now. I'm just so overwhelmed. Okay, were you watching something on your phone that was really loud just then? What? New math is scary. I can't even do old math, let's be real. Nice jumper. Thank you. West Coast, best coast. Okay, let's see if I've really screwed us over on Gato Robato. And if I haven't, awesome. And if I have, then whoopsie dipsy, we'll play something else. Whoopsie dipsy. Okay, scooching some stuff over. Scooching some stuff over. I've got D&D tonight. So excited. Missed it.